Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amanda Rose, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my top 5 affordable and higher end bronzers. This one was very hard for me because I am a bronzer girl, and I do also have some cream products that I have to show you guys because those are in my routine like always. But before we do get started, please subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. Also, don't forget to click the post notification bell just to be notified when my videos do go live. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now this one shouldn't be a surprise to you guys at all because this was literally in my favorites and I use it in almost every single video. This is by Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Matte Bronzer. I have it in the shade 2 Medium, and this retails for $56. It is really expensive. I know, it's ridiculous. You are paying for the packaging. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it looks like a seashell. It is sizable, and then when you open it up, you do get a mirror and you get all this product in here. I've had this for almost a year, but I have been switching through all of my bronzers, but I've already panned it, which makes me really sad. But what's really nice about this is that this pan can come out and it is refillable, and the refill I think is like $30 something or $30, something like that. It is silky. It is more of a medium coverage bronzer, so when you do put it on, it's not going to pack a punch with pigment. You do have to build this up, which honestly I don't really mind. The color is gorgeous. It is the perfect bronzer shade in my opinion. It's not too orange, it's not too red, it's not too dark, it's none of that. When you put this on and you blend it in, you can go in once or twice, but every single time that I use this, this looks flawless on my face. I think it's because of the hyaluronic acid in here that smooths everything out, but my face has never looked more smooth with any other bronzer in my life. This bronzer will always be in my collection. I will never not use this. I cannot recommend this bronzer enough. I feel super fancy with this, like super fancy. Next, again, this should not be a surprise because I have been using this nonstop since I have purchased it, literally nonstop. This is by KYLIE Cosmetics. This is the pressed bronzing powder in the shade Toasty, and this retails for $18. This gives you that just got off the beach type look. The color is absolutely perfect. It's pressed perfectly. You get the right amount of product. When you do put this on, I always go in with my complex culture brush and I will press the product in, and I'm not kidding you, this product blends out better than half of my bronzers that I have in my collection, and this lasts all day long, and the packaging is really cute too. The next product that we have is by Benefit Cosmetics. This is the Hoola bronzer. I have it in the Cheek Leaders palette. This is one of my favorites. This one is a cult classic. Everyone loves the Hoola bronzer. This is definitely a staple, I feel like, in everyone's collection. This is a matte powder. It's buildable, blendable, and this retails for $30. Not this one, but the large size version. It does smell really good. It is matte. The color is perfect. I used to use it to contour as well. It is definitely buildable. It is like a medium to almost full coverage type of bronzer. I honestly like them in palettes like this because you have 2 bronzers in here, 2 blushes, literally, like, you guys know that these are the 2 shades that I use the most. This cookie highlighter is so bomb. Oh my god, it is so gorgeous. If you don't have this in your collection, you need to have it in your collection. Now this one is really sad. I'm really hoping that Smashbox picks this up as well. This is the Becca Sunlit bronzer. This one is in Bali Sands. This is one of the lightest shades. It's what I'm wearing right now on my face. I can't remember if it was like $30, $25, $22. I really can't remember how much it is, but they do have it on Amazon for this bronzer, and especially this shade. I thought that the shade was going to be a lot lighter on me and it wasn't going to work, but after I got through the first layer of the bronzer, holy crap, does this look gorgeous. The lightest shade actually works for me. I mean, as you can tell, like, you can see it on my face. This bronzer is not going to be your matte bronzer that everyone loves. This bronzer gives a little bit more of a sheen. It's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. This is more of like a summer bronzer, or if you want something that gives you a little bit of luminosity, this is the one that you're going to want to go with. It is embossed here. It kind of looks a little bit like waves. I'll go ahead and put on a little bit for you guys so you can see, but I just stamp this in everywhere. That's so pretty. You can see how much I've used in here. I have used a lot of it. The waves or ridges are almost gone. That is how much I use this. For the last bronzer, this one again is a cult classic. This is one that was super popular, like I don't even know when. It was like back in the day when YouTubers were just kind of starting out as being influencers, so it was kind of like a booming business at the time. This is by Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer. This one retails for $32. I've had this one for way too long, but this, oh my god, this one is really pretty as well. I love how neutral the shade is for this bronzer. So if you are finding yourself grabbing bronzers that are too orange toned or too red toned, this one is probably, out of all of the bronzers that I have here, this one is the most neutral tone. This is a matte finish. There's absolutely no speck of sparkle in here, no shimmer in here. It's one of those formulas that is really easily buildable to a fuller type look if you want it to be. However, this can be really pigmented to the point where if you put too much, you're gonna leave a mark. I have done that before with this one. But most of all, this 100% smells like chocolate. Like I literally want to eat this. That is how amazing it is. And I've had this one for a really long time and it still smells like chocolate. It's so good. Now we're gonna get into the affordable drugstore. The first one I'm going to talk about is by none other than Revlon. This one is the Revlon SkinLights bronzer in Sunlit Glow. This one retails for $12.99. Now, with this one, I was very impressed with this. I did not expect myself to like this at all. I think Revlon has come a long way, because when I had seen this, I was like, this isn't gonna work. I tried swatching it on my hand. I was like, that's not cute. But when I had put this on, I was like, holy crap. Are you serious right now? But when you put this on, it gives you the pigment that you want in a bronzer to show up on your face. It gives you this almost sheen-like look. Like it looks like your skin, but better. The color's a really good neutral shade. It's right in the middle, but I was really surprised with this one. I love this so much. It just makes your skin look glassy and perfect. The next bronzer that I have from the drugstore is by Milani Cosmetics. This is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. The shade that I have here is Suntan 3. This retails for $10.99. It is vegan, cruelty-free. This one I was very surprised with. This bronzer is beautiful. It is a little bit, like it is a neutral tone, but it's a little bit on the red side. This does blend out really well. It's not going to be your bronzer that is going to be super pigmented at first. It's one where you have to build it up to get the pigment that you want, but it is still a really good bronzer that blends out really well. It doesn't get stuck in places. But yeah, this is a really good affordable option. So I have two bronzers here. It is from the same brand, but they are slightly different in color. The ones that I have here are by Physicians Formula. I have the Butter Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed bronzer. This is the Murumuru Butter Bronzer, and then I have the Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer in Matte Bronzer. I have both of these. I do have a third one from the like Cake Donut collection. That one has too much shimmer and I don't like it, so I'm not going to have it be in there. One, I love the packaging. It's super cute. You do get a mirror on the bottom. You do also get a brush to go with it, which I never use. The reason why I wanted to show you guys is because the color for this one has a little bit more of a sheen to it. This one is totally matte. With the both of these, there are reasons why I like the both of them and why I don't like this one. I love the sheen that this gives. The pigmentation is perfect and it goes on really nicely. You're able to build this up, but the color of this is way too orange for me. And I have seen a lot of reviews on this and it doesn't look orange on other people, but on me it looks orange and I don't like that. And for this one is completely matte, but it doesn't go on as smoothly as this one, I think because it doesn't have that sheen-like effect to it. But I do like the way that this goes on. The color is good. I just wish this one went on a little better. And the smell of this is really strong. When you get it at first, it has died down a little bit, but I can still smell it from here. Like I can smell this one more than I can smell this one. Next, I have a super affordable option, like super freaking affordable. The brand that I'm talking about is by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder Duo. This retails for $4. $4, you guys. I cannot believe this is only $4. This is the palette here. You do have the bronzer and the blush. As you guys know, again, love this type of shade, and you do get a mirror to go with it. You don't see a lot of higher end brands with it being vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and being at an affordable price. So I think that e.l.f. did a really good job with that. The bronzer is completely matte. The blush is completely matte. And when this goes on, it is super pigmented, as with the blushes that I had shown last week or whenever I had shown it. A little bit does go a long way, so when you go in with this, you're going to want to grab a little bit, tap off the excess, and go ahead and build up this bronzer. But the color is absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say that this is a contour shade. I would say this is more of a bronzer because it is a little bit on the neutral warm side. If you are on a budget and you want something that is going to be of quality, this is definitely the duo to get. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I freaking love this combo. Last but not least, I think this is in the affordable category. I'm not quite sure. I did get this in my Ipsy, and when I tell you that I had fallen in love, I had fallen in love with this. This is by Shades by Shan. This is in the shade Latte. First of all, yes, the packaging is cardboard. It's very simple, but I do love the gradient and the colors that she chose in here. It's just so classy and sophisticated. You do get a mirror in here, and this is the shade. The shade is a little bit on the warm side, but it is a completely matte bronzer, no shimmer in it, no luminosity, no glitter in it. It is just matte, straight up matte, and it is beautiful. When you put this on, it blends out so seamlessly. It takes little to no effort. There's no kickback with this bronzer at all. So yeah, really love this. All right guys, so now we're gonna get into the home stretch here. I have my cream bronzers to show you very, very quickly. The first cream like bronzer that I have is by YENSA. I got this in my Ipsy last year in October, I believe. This is the Silk Bronzing Base Sunlit Glow. This retails for $30. For the benefits here, it says that it is a lightweight silk cream bronzer powered by 8 Super Blacks Essence, nourishes skin. When they talk about the 8 Super Blacks, it has black sesame oil, black seaweed, black tea, shiitake mushroom, black rice, Korean black raspberry, nettle, and chia seed. This is the bronzer here. It is more on the orange side, but I use this as a base to my other bronzers. Out of all of the cream bronzers that I have used, this one by far is the smoothest and the most dry out of all of them. And when I mean dry, I mean that it's not very tacky, so that when you put your bronzers on over it, it still grabs on to the bronzer, but it's very smooth. It is like silk, just like it says on the website. The next product that I have is by Milk Makeup. This is the matte cream bronzer stick. I have it in the shade Baked, and this retails for $20. This one just restocked, I think, because this bronzer literally had been out for forever. Like, I remember going onto the website after I had suggested it in videos, and it had always been sold out on Sephora. This one is 100% worth it. Yes, it's $20, and there is 1 ounce of product in here, but going through a stick cream product does take a really long time. Like, it really does. It doesn't matter if it's the light one or the dark one. Both of them are very pigmented in color. It's creamy. You can use this to glide onto your face, or you can use a brush and tap it in and go in that way. This bronzer is one that I had been using for probably about 6 months straight in the last year. Like, I could not go without this. This is a staple in my collection. It always will be. It's a go-to. It is blendable, smooth. It doesn't get caught on some of my blemishes or dry skin. None of that. Yes, it is a cream formula, but it does turn matte after you blend it out. And the next product that I have is by Fenty Beauty. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. I have it in the shade Macchiato, and this retails for $32. This is a natural finish, vegan and cruelty-free. This is a lightweight, non-greasy bronzer. With this bronzer, I originally thought it was orange. I always say that, but it is not. When you swatch it, it looks on the orange side, but when you put it on, it's one with your skin. I don't know how to explain it. I would say it's more of like a medium coverage, and you can build it up. It blends out really well. It is very creamy. You can use a sponge or you can use a brush with it. I prefer a brush, but I have used a sponge with it, and the sponge works out really well, but like I'm kind of lazy to where I just don't want to go upstairs and wet my sponge, so I'll just use the brush that I have here. I will say though, out of all of the cream bronzers that I do have, this one is the most thick and sticky, I guess you can say. If you want it so that it's not tacky, I would go over with a bronzer. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this bronzer here. It is gorgeous. Love the packaging, and yeah, I love it. All right guys, so that is it for my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. Let me know if you guys have any of these bronzers here and what you guys think about them, or if you guys do have a bronzer in the higher end or affordable range that I should try out in this next year. That is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Day long. Can you come say hi to my friends? Come here! Show your cute ass face.
Come here!
Hi, honey. Do you want to come smell it?
Hello there.
Does it smell like chocolate?